Yes, my name is Sharonda Coleman, and I'm getting ready to have an interview session with Miss Jacqueline, and we're about to begin right now.
How you doing today?
Well, thank you. How you doing?
Doing good. Glad to see you again.
Good to see you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, well, my name is Coleman,
Nice
as
to
you
meet
know.
you again.
Okay, what brings you in, Miss Jacqueline?
So I'm preparing to graduate
Okay.
next month, and I'm having a couple of not really issues, but problems coping with like becoming an adult. You know,
Okay.
preparing for the future. What steps or what tools do I use to, get ready, prepare myself for the big world, as others may call it. But just a lot of anxiety I've been going through. Um, just a lot of second guessing about what to do about the future and how to prepare.
Okay, I hear you stating several things. You said you're having issues with coping with adulthood,
Right,
preparing for life after college.
right.
You're experiencing some anxiety issues,
Mm.
and also you just want to know how to prepare in general.
Yeah,
But first, before I get started, I would just like to say congratulations on
thank
you.
you.
And you graduating.
Mm.
That's a very huge step that you have made in life.
Thank you.
And I wish you the best, and I know that we will be able to work with these things.
That's
So,
great. That's why I came back to you.
but thank you for that. I was trying to see, we're going to first start with coping with adulthood. What is it that is difficult with you?
Um, Not being in school anymore. I've been in school for the past 15, 16 years of my life, so all I know is school. So transitioning from being a college student to there's no school, now you have to work a real job and actually do something with that goes along with your degree. It's kind of a major step for me. So just preparing for that is kind of overwhelming. I don't know. Maybe I'm ready for adulthood because I'm doing it now in a sense, but just finishing school, getting the degree, and like what's next, finding out what's next.
Okay. What steps have you said? You said, I see that you stated that you're basically afraid of not being in school anymore.
Um, School for some people, school is like I don't want to say a stress mechanism, but school is like a getaway. Like for me, it is because I'm used to school. I've always was in school. I enjoy school. I actually enjoy school. So not being in school is a different transition, but I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Okay.
So I enjoy learning, and being that I enjoy learning, it's like what's the next step for me.
Okay. So, school is your getaway. So, you stated previously that there's the anxiety and you're trying to see how to prepare. So, with that being said, what steps have you taken to decide whether you wanted to continue with school or if you wanted to go actually into the work field? Have
Jump
you
right into
decided?
it.
Yeah.
Steps now.
Okay.
As graduation is approaching, I'm kind of leaning towards graduate school.
Okay.
But before I get into graduate school, I'm going to take a semester off to actually see what's out there for me before I decide. Because I don't want to just jump into something,
Okay.
you know?
Absolutely.
So actually looking for careers now is a bit challenging because, of course, you have to have a certain amount of experience.
Yeah.
So in order to prepare for a career, you want to go out and get the experience. So I want to have time to grasp any experience that I can before I can jump right back into graduate school and know exactly what I want to get another degree in.
Okay. Have you spoken with an advisor?
Yeah, pretty much. She was just basically saying go with what my heart tells me to. Graduate school is not for everyone, but you know, you pursue getting your bachelor's is a great thing. I don't knock anybody that doesn't have their bachelor's, but she was like, she was just telling me don't give up. Like there's other things to pursue with a bachelor's degree. You know, she was just giving me encouraging words for the most part.
Okay. So, you said that you wanted to take that you are taking a semester off.
Right.
So, and graduate school is a possible option.
Right.
What schools have you been looking into, and also what field of study?
Oh, University of Houston, Sam Houston, Arizona State University, and Texas A&M. And I was looking into the graduate program for public administration. Mm-hmm. It's very similar to what I do right now with emergency management, but this will be more on a community outreach side, like basically the government, focusing more on the government, the laws, the issues, what's going on in the community, and more on that, and more like public speaking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so that gives me, that opens up a lot of doors for me to, you know, practice public speaking as far as, you know, doing what I like to do.
Okay. Well, that's good. I like to hear you say that it's something that's doing what you like to do. And also, with you going into that field, it'll make you more well-rounded because you'll have the emergency management side.
Right.
And then you'll have, like, also the skill sets that go with emergency management,
right.
like the other side of it. So that would make you more marketable too as well. So it's a good thing, but I would suggest that you first start off with narrowing it down maybe to 2 schools, because I do like it that you have know the 4 options. But however, it's best to focus on pick 2 out of the 4 because it'll be easy for you, so it won't be so overwhelming. Meaning that you look at certain factors as the commute backwards and forth to school.
Right.
You also look at the completion, ratios of the university and how long it would take you to actually to complete each program. The support services that the school offers. And also you would look at as to which school has more career placement opportunities for that actual field of study. And I think that would give you like a better outlook, and more so than anything, the finances.
Right.
So, and I know with us being a minority, at the institutions that you named, they're all considered as
PWI.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The predominantly white universities.
Right.
So they are always seeking for minorities as ourselves. So with that being said, they do offer scholarships.
Right.
And so that's what I would look into too. Because if they're going to pay for it, then, you've just made my choice.
It's so much easier.
Because school is very expensive.
Very.
And if you can avoid not having to pay, then I would suggest that as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So do you kind of have an idea of which schools you're going to lean into, or you kind of need a little bit more time to do some more research?
I have a little bit more insight on University of Houston because of when I interned for the city of Houston. A lot of the people that I worked with are professors at the city of Houston. So the only thing is, like how you were saying, the tuition is expensive, more expensive than what I pay here at TSU. Of course, it's my master's, but the program is very short. I'm looking at 10 classes, so I'll be in and out. And it's more face-to-face. I've been taking a lot of online classes for my undergrad, so I'll actually enjoy the face-to-face compared to all the other universities, and their programs are all online. So I'm more than likely going to University of Houston.
Okay, well, I support you in those decisions That's a very good institution as well. And like you stated before, a lot of your professors and the people that you already have a rapport with,
Right.
they attend the university, so that will help you too. And then also you intern with them, so you have a better insight, and they could actually have you with possible job opportunities, so that way that you could kill two birds with one stone, for lack of better words, basically, where you'll get both things done, where you'll get the career placement that you was asking for, and you will also have the education that you're looking
Right.
for too. So those are two good components. And you mentioned that you did an internship for the city of Houston. How long was that?
The internship program was 2.5 months.
Mhm.
I did 20 hours a week
Okay.
between this class, my school job, and being at the internship.
Okay.
So the program was very, very interesting and very. I learned a lot from it. Due to the fact that I started after Hurricane Harvey, things were really all over the place. But you know, we kind of just picked up where they left off and just went forward.
Okay, well that's good. So, did you make any connections while you were there?
A lot of connections. Before I left, I've actually the chief of the Office of Emergency Management interviewed me before I left, just to make sure, like, to give me some key strategies on what to prepare for. I have majority of everyone that was in the office with me business cards. I still email contact with them from time to time. They'll check on me. A lot of them, their first pass jobs, they'll try to give me information about that. Just kind of let me know the ins and outs of how it is right when you graduate, because they went through it as well. So that's it.
Okay, well that's good that you have made a positive connection. Like you stated before, you always want to keep that open door policy with them, especially if you're still seeking employment, to let them know. And also you can let them know too that you are open, if it's okay with you,
Right.
to another internship opportunity too, because the 2.5 months
It's
is
not really long enough compared to what I need. Is literally 1 to 3 years of experience before I can actually just jump into something I really want to do. So I've even applied for more internships, even internships in a different state. So you know, just to get that experience.
But that's
to
good.
build my resume. Sorry.
Yeah, that's good that you seeking other opportunities and options. You know, it sounds like that you are in a good direction. You know, going forward. So, and that you are continuing to remain positive too. So that's, you know, another good thing. With your the job situation, you stated that you applied for entry level positions.
Right.
Have you? What type of entry level positions? Like, which employers have you reached out to?
The Port of Houston.
Okay.
Just a lot of private sector organizations, basically like a lot of individual businesses that school districts, Humble ISD recently, Pearland, and basically just small entities to get a feel on exactly what I want to do, like the emergency management or the homeland security side. So I want to start small, because I don't want to just jump into something and I'm not fully prepared for it. But like Port of Houston, school districts, other small entities, things like that. But I haven't really been putting much pressure on it, because I want to also give myself time to, you know, take a break, because I don't want to overwhelm myself. So,
exactly. You said the key thing is overwhelming yourself. A semester is typically what most people do. Some people go right into it. Some people wait a year or so. But it's really what's up to you. You know, you always want to keep your yourself in mind, because self-care is very essential, because if you are not taken care of, there's no way that you can complete